Last class, we discussed the adiabatic process, and in which we have discussed some points, K points up to K. Okay, next point. We know in adiabatic process, the gas obeys PV to power of gamma is equal to constant. PV to power of gamma is equal to constant. Okay. So what is the relation between? Sometimes you will not be given. You will not give this volume. Density may be given. In such case, density is equal to density rho is equal to, we can write mass by volume now. Then that implies volume is equal to mass by density. Here even the state changes take place. Mass does not change. In adiabatic process, whenever the gas expands or compressed, volume, pressure, temperature may be changed, but mass never be changed. That's why mass is constant. So volume is inversely proportional to density. No? So instead of volume here, we can write density inversely proportional 1 by rho. Therefore, PV to power of gamma is equal to P into P to power of gamma means 1 by gamma whole to power of 1 by rho whole to power of gamma is equal to constant. That means PV to power of gamma is equal to P by rho to power of gamma is equal to constant. Or P is proportional to rho to power of gamma in adiabatic process. So pressure of the given gas is directly proportional to density to power of gamma. Of course, you know the gamma. Gamma is the adiabatic constant, or it is the ratio between the two molar specific heats or principal specific heats. Okay, next point. PV is equal to P to power gamma is equal to constant, we know. Okay, now in this process, what is the relation between temperature and pressure? We know in any process the gases obeys the ideal gas equation. PV is equal to nRT. nR is constant. So PV is proportional to T. Suppose if you want to obtain the relation between P and T, V should not be there here in this formula. That's why V, from this you write V is proportional to T by P. No? Then you substitute instead of V, you substitute T by P here. Therefore, P into V means T by P whole to power of gamma. That is equal to constant again. So therefore, P to power of 1 minus gamma, P to power of 1 by P to power of gamma. That means P to power of 1 minus gamma into T to power of gamma is equal to constant. It is the relation between pressure and temperature in adiabatic process. Okay. Next to pressure, here relation between volume and temperature we required in adiabatic process. Pressure should not be there. So again from the same formula, but P is proportional to T by V, we can write now. Therefore, instead of P, from PV to power of gamma is equal to constant. In this formula, instead of P, you substitute T by V. So T by V into V to power of gamma is equal to constant. Or T V to power of gamma minus 1 is equal to constant. We can write like this. Suppose in terms of density, if you want to write relation between density and temperature, then V is inversely proportional to rho. No? V is inversely proportional to rho. So instead of V here, it's substitute rho. Then T into 1 by rho whole to power of gamma minus 1 is equal to constant. Then T by rho to power of gamma minus 1 is equal to constant. Or T is proportional to rho to power of gamma minus 1. So we can write like this also. So here, sometimes will be given. In adiabatic process, whenever the temperature is T1, pressure is P1. When temperature changes to T2 because of adiabatic process, what is the pressure? Or when temperature changes to T2, what is the volume? So PV relation we need in adiabatic process. So TV to power of gamma minus 1 is equal to constant. Okay, just if you remember this formula, then we can obtain the relation between T and T, relation between T and V, relation between V and density, T and density, P and density also, P and density also. Okay, so it is the adiabatic process. Is the adiabatic process is the quick process or slow process? Is the adiabatic process is the quick process or slow process? Okay, quick process or fast process. Okay, right. This is the adiabatic process. Next, isobaric process. Third one. Third one, isobaric process. So third one, isobaric process. A process in which a constant pressure, whenever the volume and the temperature changes occurs, such type of process is called isobaric process. So in isobaric process, pressure is constant. In isobaric process, pressure is constant. Okay, when here from PV is equal to nRT. For the given gas, no doubt number of moles constant are constant. As the pressure is constant here, P is also constant. Therefore, remaining is V is proportional to T. No? So in isobaric process, the volume is directly proportional to temperature. It is the Charles first law. No? So in isobaric process means indirectly it is the Charles first law. Okay, V is proportional to T in this case. R, already we know density is equal to mass by volume. Implies volume is equal to mass by density. Mass is constant. So volume is inversely proportional to density. No? So instead of volume here, we can write inversely proportional to density also. 1 by rho proportional to T, or rho T is equal to constant. So in case of isobaric process, V is proportional to T, or rho T is equal to constant. At a temperature T, at a constant pressure, at a temperature T1 when volume is V1, at a temperature T2, what is the volume? Means V1 by V2 is equal to T1 by T2, we can write. In this process, suppose if you draw the PV graph, in this process, if you draw the PV graph, definitely as the pressure is constant, even volume changes, you will get the graph like this. So here exactly at this point, volume is say V1, at this point, volume is say V2. So from A to B, whenever the state changes occurs, or whenever the phase changes occurs for the given gas at a constant pressure, because at this point the pressure is say P0, constant pressure is say P0. Then in this case, what is the work done? Means as it is a PV graph, the area under the graph gives work done. Area under the graph means graph is from A to B only. Area under the graph means between this AB graph and volume axis. What is the area? That is numerically equal to work done. So in this process, work done is equal to area under PV graph, because PdV is the work done. So area under the graph means P into V only. That's why area under the graph is equal to work done. Area under PV graph is equal to work done. Area under the PV graph means length into breadth, because it is straight line. As the pressure is constant here, at any point pressure is same. That's why here the height of this, it is just like a rectangle. Length into breadth. Length means V2 minus V1, breadth means P0. So P0 minus 0 means P0 only, no? P0 into length is equal to V2 minus V1. Final position minus initial position. V2 minus V1. This is the work done. This is the work done. So in this process, work done is equal to directly, we can do like this. So in this case, what about the first law of thermodynamics? We have to draw everyone. Next, moreover, in this case, if you draw the volume temperature graph, because volume is directly proportional to temperature at constant pressure, no? So if you draw the volume temperature graph, definitely you will get a straight line passing through origin. If it is Kelvin scale of temperature, then only you will get a straight line passing through origin. If it is the centigrade scale of temperature, definitely you will get a straight line only, but not passing through origin. It is having some negative intersection on temperature axis. Already in Charles' law, I said, in kinetic theory of gases or expansion of gases, I think I said. Okay, this is VT graph. Here the pressure is constant. And moreover, by keeping the gas at different pressures P1, P2 constant, when I draw VT graph, when P1 is more or P2 is more, that point also I said. Okay, so that is also important one. Next here, in this gas, in this process, first one, pressure is constant. In this pressure is constant. Second point, work done is equal to the constant pressure into change in volume, simply delta V. Delta V means V2 minus V1. Okay, third one. dq is equal to du plus dw. Here, in isobaric process, as the volume changes, temperature also changes. So that means some work is done. Their work. So some work is done here because of change of volume and because of change of temperature, change in energy also there. That's why the amount of heat energy supplied in this process is equal to this one. dq means here heat energy is supplied at the constant pressure. That's why we can write dq is equal to ncp dt. Because at constant pressure we are supplying the heat energy to the gas to increase its temperature. Okay, that's why here we can write dq is equal to ncp dt. Of course, du means du is equal to ncv dt. In any process, change in internal energy means that is equal to ncv dt only in any process. Okay, work done dw is equal to, we can write pdv, pdv, or this can also be written as nr dt. Okay, so these are the formulas. Next, in case of okay, first law I have written. So these are the formulas. So here the gas obeys Charles' first law, because at constant pressure, the volume of the given mass of gas is directly proportional to temperature. That's why in this process the gases obeys Charles' first law. Obeys Charles' first law. Charles' first law means V is proportional to T, pressure is constant. So this is regarding isobaric process. Next, suppose okay, next isochoric process or isovolumic process. Next one, fourth one, isochoric process or isovolumic process. Fourth one, isochoric or isovolumic process. Isochoric or isovolumic process. So the process in which at constant volume when pressure and temperature changes takes place, then such type of process is called isochoric process. As volume is constant, it is called isovolumic process also. So here in isochoric or isovolumic process, from PV is equal to nRT. Volume is constant here. Of course, nR is constant for the given gas. Then P is proportional to T, since V is constant. That means the process in which at a constant volume, the pressure is directly proportional to temperature. Then such process is called the isochoric process. In isochoric process, first one, volume is constant. Volume V constant. Next, as volume is constant, what is the amount of work done in this process? In isochoric process, as the volume is constant, what is the work done? In adiabatic process, total heat energy of the system, the total energy of the system remains constant in adiabatic process. In adiabatic process, total energy of the system remains constant. That means internal energy is there, that remains constant. In this case, as no work is done, as the volume is constant, no work is done, because work done is equal to P into change in volume. As the volume is constant, then work done is equal to 0. So in this process, work done is equal to 0. If you draw the graph between pressure and temperature at constant volume, as P is proportional to Kelvin scale of temperature, then you will get direct a straight line passing through origin like this. If the temperature is in Kelvin scale, if the temperature is in centigrade scale, then you will get a straight line only, but having negative interception on temperature axis exactly at minus 273 degrees centigrade. Okay, here it is 0 Kelvin, that's why you will get the straight line passing through origin. Next, in case of isochoric process, if you draw the graph between pressure and volume, suppose if you draw the graph between pressure and volume, pressure changes but volume remains constant, pressure changes but volume remains constant. That's why you will get the straight line like this whenever pressure increases. Sometimes they may be asked, what is the graph equivalent to PT graph here అంటాడు. ఇక్కడ ఉన్న PT graph equivalent pressure volume graph find out చేయమంటాడు. అంటే this implies this is similar to, we can draw like this, pressure versus volume graph. Tell me, At T is equal to 0, pressure is 0. Volume is V only. At T is equal to 0, pressure is 0, no? So at T is equal to 0, pressure is 0. Okay, volume is at T is equal to 0, pressure is 0, but volume is having some finite value. So volume is here. Okay, when temperature increases, pressure also increases. That's why when volume is constant but pressure increases, that's why you will get the graph like this. So it is the PV graph corresponding to this PT graph is this one. In this way, they may ask like this also. Here, pressure increases. When temperature increases, pressure increases at a constant volume. So at the constant volume, pressure increases. That's why here, this is a PV graph corresponding to PT graph here. Okay, in this way also they may ask. Okay, so these are the different points related to isochoric process. Next, in this last point, fourth point, in isochoric process, first law of thermodynamics. First law is dq is equal to we know du plus dw generally. But in case of isochoric process, as the work done is equal to 0, then the heat energy supplied is utilized to increase the internal energy only. And the heat energy supplied here it is utilized to raise the temperature only. Okay, if internal energy remains constant means temperature remains constant. Okay, in this process, at constant volume, what is the heat energy supplied to increase the internal energy means the heat energy supplied to increase the internal energy is equal to heat energy supplied only. At constant volume, dW is 0. That's why the amount of heat energy supplied is equal to increase in internal energy only. Or sometimes they may ask, at constant volume, what is the heat energy required to raise the temperature of the gas? Constant volume heat energy required to raise the temperature of the gas from T1 to T2. They may ask like that. So constant volume work done 0 property, heat energy supplied is utilized to increase the internal energy only. This is equal to, as the volume is constant in this process, we can write NCV dt, no? dt means T2 minus T1. We can write NCV into T final temperature minus initial temperature. It is the at constant volume, it is the heat energy required to raise the temperature of the gas from T1 to T2, which is equal to change in internal energy. Which is equal to change in internal energy. That's why dq is equal to du is equal to NCV dt. Sometimes they may ask, what is the internal energy of the gas at a temperature T? They may ask. Internal energy of the, suppose initial temperature is at T1. At the temperature, what is the internal energy? U1 is equal to NCV into T1. U2 is equal to NCV into T2. We can write now. At a temperature T1, the internal energy is equal to U1. At a temperature T2, internal energy is equal to U2. Then change in internal energy is equal to final internal energy minus initial internal energy. That is equal to final means this one minus initial means this one. In both the terms, we can take NCV common, then T2 minus T1. We got this one. That's why at a temperature T1, at a temperature T, what is the internal energy of the gas means NCV dt. NCV T. At a temperature T, what is the internal energy of the gas means we can write NCV dt. Okay. So U is equal to NCV T. This is the internal energy of the gas at any given temperature. Our change in internal energy is equal to NCV dt. We have to write. These formulas are important in case of isochoric process. Okay, next. Shall I erase? CP, no, CP never be equal to CV. CP never be equal to CV. Sriram. CP minus CV is called capital or no? Ratio, difference between the molar specific as constant pressure and molar specific constant volume is equal to capital. Difference between principal specific heat, small Cp minus small Cv is equal to small r, real gas constant, but never be equal. Already I said no, Cp greater than Cv. Sriram. Cp greater than Cv, already I said. Okay. Next, fifth one. cyclic process. Cyclic process. Yeah, U2 minus U1 is the change in internal energy. That change in internal energy is equal to NCV into dt. It is the internal energy at a particular temperature. Due to change of temperature, what is the change in internal energy means? This is the formula. Okay, Sahit. No, change in internal energy means final internal energy minus initial internal energy. No, it is not a formula. Change in initially for the given gas at a temperature T1 internal energy is U1. At a temperature T2 internal energy is U2. Then what is the change in internal energy? U2 minus U1. No. Yeah, I will explain problems. Okay, right. Next, cyclic process. Here, for example, suppose initially there is a gas. Initially, the gas is at the state of A. At the state of A means initially the pressure of the gas is PA, volume is VA, temperature is say TA at certain instant. When you describe the gas with pressure, volume, temperature, we can say that is the state of the gas at A. Okay, or phase of the gas at A. Then the state of the gas changes from A to B along different path like this, A to B. And then that means the state of the gas changes from A to B to different states, and after reaches the point state B, again it come back by passing through different states and come back to the same state A. Then we can say cyclic process takes place in them. So here the process in which the given gas passing through different states, and if it come back to the initial state, then such process, such thermodynamic process is called the cyclic process. In cyclic process, initially the state changes starts from A and finally come back to the state A means, is there any change in the temperature? Is there any change in the temperature? Initial state, final state రెండు ఇదే. ఇక్కడ నుంచి B దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి మళ్ళీ B నుంచి A కి వచ్చేస్తుంది cyclic process లో. ఈ ప్రాసెస్ లో initial temperature, final temperature రెండు ఒకటేగా. Because initially, finally, the gas is at the same state. That's why temperature does not change. When temperature does not change in the cyclic process, after total cyclic process, completion of the cyclic process, then only the temperature remains constant. Whenever temperature does not change, whenever temperature remains constant, the change in internal energy is zero. Change in internal energy is zero. So in this process, in cyclic process, total cyclic process I am talking about. Total cyclic process. After total cyclic process, temperature is constant. That's why internal energy remains constant. Hence, change in internal energy is equal to zero in this process. That is important. Next, in cyclic process, the heat and first law of thermodynamics is dq is equal to du plus dw. That implies dq is equal to dw only. So in the cyclic process, the amount of heat energy supplied is equal to the amount of work done only. Because after completion of the entire cyclic process, no change in internal energy. du is equal to 0. As du is equal to 0, therefore amount of heat energy supplied is equal to external work done only. In this case, what is the external work done? You see here, external work done means in case of PV graph, external work done means you see in this cyclic process from A to B, expansion of the gas takes place. That's why the work done is positive from A to B. Okay, you see how we can find that work done. All of you see here from A to B. Now to find the external work done, area under AB, area under this first graph and volume axis we have to find. That means area under this first graph and volume axis. This is totally the area under first graph and volume axis. Okay, next, whenever the process change takes place, whenever the gas changes takes place from B to A through second process, then here the volume decreases. That's why work done is negative. That's why here this area you find, that is the negative work done. Then from this positive work you subtract the negative work, and remaining work is this only now. That's why area bounded by the closure curve is equal to net work done. Area bounded by closure curve is equal to net work done. So here third point, net work done is equal to work W is equal to area bounded by closure curve. Area bounded by closure curve. Okay. Area bounded by closure curve. Okay. In this case, whenever the state changes occurs from A to B along the first path, when state changes or phase changes occurs along the first path, in that case, what is the heat energy supplied? You have to find. Okay, you see, in the process from A to B, in the process from A to B means in this direction, amount of heat energy supplied dq is equal to du plus dw. Okay. In the process from A to B, the amount of heat energy supplied is equal to say dAB. Change in enthalpy is equal to duAB. Work done is equal to dWAB. That means it is the heat energy supplied in the process from A to B. duAB is the whenever the state changes takes place from A to B. What is the change in energy? Okay. Next, dWAB. That means whenever the process changes takes place from A to B, what is the work done? What is the work done in this process means area under this AB curve and volume axis. Because it is the PV curve now. So area under this AB curve, the first curve, this first curve and volume axis. That area is numerically equal to this work done. Okay, when you consider the B to A process, when you consider the B to A process, in this process, the first law, according to first law of thermodynamics, we had write as it is first du plus dw like this only. But along B to A process means heat energy supplied in B to A process dq BA, here du BA, dw BA. Okay, here the work done in the process from A to B is different and B to A is different because A to B positive work done, it is more work, and B to A less work. Okay, but the internal energy of the system depends on only initial state and final state. It does not depend on the path followed. The internal energy of the system depends on the initial state and final state, but it does not depend on the path followed. That ఏ path లో ట్రావెల్ చేస్తూ A to B కి చేంజ్ అయింది అని దాని మీద డిపెండ్ అవుతుంది. But change in energy depends on initial state and final state of the system only. Change in internal energy depends on initial and final states only. Initial and final states only. Here, from A to B process or B to A process, the initial state, final states are common. Of course, from A to B, initial state is A, final state is B. From B to A, initial state is B, final state is A. As the change in energy depends on initial and final state, here we see duAB is equal to duAB is equal to. Suppose at this point, the internal energy of the system is say UA, at this point is say UB. Then change in internal energy along AB path, A to B path is equal to, we can write change in internal energy means final internal energy minus initial internal energy. A to B process lo final internal energy idi, initial internal energy idi. That's why change in internal energy along AB process is equal to UB minus UA. అంతేగాని మధ్యలో డిఫరెంట్ స్టేట్స్ దగ్గర ఇంటర్నల్ ఎనర్జీస్ ఎంత ఉన్నాయనే వాటి మీద డిపెండ్ కాదు. Next, duBA is equal to, here B is the initial point, A is the final point. Definitely UA minus UB. UA minus UB. Okay, that is the change in energy in the second process. In first process and second process, change in energy is same. But in one process, if it is positive, in another process, it is negative. Okay, that's why you see this is equal to, we can write minus of UA minus UB means minus of UB minus UA we can write now. Therefore, duBA is equal to minus of UB minus UA means we can write duAB. ఒక ప్రాసెస్ లో చేంజ్ ఇన్ ఎనర్జీ పాజిటివ్ అయితే ఇంకో ప్రాసెస్ లో నెగిటివ్ అవుతుంది. అంటే ఒక ప్రాసెస్ లో టెంపరేచర్ పెరిగింది అనుకోండి, ఎనర్జీ ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది. అప్పుడు ఈ ప్రాసెస్ లో చేంజ్ ఇన్ ఎనర్జీ పాజిటివ్ అయితే ఈ బి నుంచి ఏ ప్రాసెస్ లో అదే వాల్యూ ఉంటుంది బట్ నెగిటివ్. దట్ ఇస్ ద కేస్. ఓకే, నౌ ఇట్ ఈస్ ద cyclic process. Next, here some examples are there related to cyclic process. Shall I erase this one? Yeah, in adiabatic process, PVTR changes no. Kalyanam Karthik. In adiabatic process, no one is constant. Pressure, volume, temperature, all changes. In adiabatic process, pressure, volume, temperature, all changes. Okay. Fourth one. Some examples in fourth process. In fourth point, examples we have to discuss. Suppose we are given PV graph. It is a cyclic path. Whatever the cyclic path, this is a cyclic path. The state changes takes place along the cyclic path. So in cyclic process, the PV graph is given by this cyclic curve. Okay, then what is the work done? What is the work done means area bounded by this closed path. This is the net work done. Area bounded by closed path. Area bounded by closed path. Area bounded by closed path. Is the work done is positive or negative? If the PV graph is in clockwise direction, if PV graph is in clockwise direction, that means arrow mark is like this. Then state changes occurs like this in this process in clockwise direction. Then work done is positive because whenever it is taken place in clockwise direction, then the curve here is PV graph is like this. From this point to this point, as the volume increases, work done is positive. In this path, work done is negative. As the positive work is more than negative work, net work done is positive. That's why in this case, work done is positive here. Work done is positive. Okay, next one more example. Suppose we are given PV graph like this. It is one circle. It is another circle. It is clockwise. It is anti-clockwise. Then, in this case, is work is positive or negative? Area bounded by closed curve means we can area bounded by closed curve means as it is the circle. As it is the circle, pi r square is the area bounded. That is numerically equal to work done. Is this work is positive or negative in this process? In this cyclic process, is the work done is positive or negative? It is the cyclic process, so it is the cyclic curve. In this cyclic curve, the arrow mark is in clockwise direction. Is the work done is positive or negative in this process? So work done is positive here. Here work done is as arrow mark is in anti-clockwise direction, then work done is negative. So in this process, how we can find the work done? Once it was given in advance. Example 3. Okay, here once in advance it is given like this. PV graph is a circle. PV graph is a circle like this. PV graph is a circle like this. Okay, here exactly at this point, the volume is V1. At this point, the volume is V2. Okay, suppose it is in clockwise direction. So when you move from A to B along this path, volume increases. That's why work done is positive. Okay. Next, exactly at this point, the pressure is P1. At this point, the pressure is say P2. In this case, the work done is equal to work done, no doubt. Work done is positive or negative in this process. As the cyclic curve is in clockwise direction, we have to see the volume is taken along x-axis and pressure is taken along y-axis. Here in cyclic process, the area bounded by closed curve is the area bounded by closed curve is the work done. Okay, is work done positive or negative here? Positive, because it is in clockwise direction. Positive. What is that work done? Work done is equal to area bounded. Work done is equal to area bounded. Like here, area bounded means it is circle. That's why no dot pi r square, pi into radius. While taking the radius here, you take one radius, pi r square means pi into r we can write. One radius you take along x-axis, one radius you take along y-axis. So r1 into r2. Because sometimes the volume of the gas may be given in cc, that means centimeter cube. It may be given in Newton per meter square. ఇది SI లో ఇచ్చి ఇది CS లో అట్లా ఇస్తాడు. ఇచ్చినప్పుడు మరి వాల్యూస్ డిఫరెంట్ గా వస్తాయి. అందుకనే రెండు కూడా మనం ఒక రేడియస్ along x axis, ఒక రేడియస్ in terms of volume, ఒక రేడియస్ in terms of pressure నోట్ చేసి సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేయండి. So this is equal to P into what is the radius in this direction in terms of volume? It is final volume V2, initial volume V1. So V2 minus V1 gives diameter. So half V2 minus V1 by 2, that gives R1. Similarly, in terms of pressure along y-axis. So along y-axis, P2 and P1. P2 minus P1 is equal to diameter along y-axis. Half gives radius. That's why P2 minus P1 by 2. Therefore, the work done in this process is equal to pi into pi by 4 into V2 minus V1 into P2 minus P1. This is the formula for work done in this process. This is the formula for work done in this process. Okay. Suppose PV graph is given like this. Here, the state changes occurs along this path like this. Okay. What about the network done? Network done is network done is positive or negative in this case. You see, in this circular path, work done is say W1. In this circular path, work done is say W2. Okay. Now, is W1 positive or negative? Just you take this circle. In this circular path, is work done is positive or negative? Work done is positive. In this circular path, as it is in anti-clockwise direction, it is negative. Therefore, W1 is actually we have to find the network done is W1 plus W2. But as W2 is negative, we have to write negative. So W1 minus W2 is the network done. No doubt, as area bounded here is more than this one, definitely network done is positive. Since W1 greater than W2. Okay. Suppose the cyclic process taken place along this path like this. Cyclic process takes place along this path and PV curve for the cyclic process is represented like this. In this case, what is the network done? Is network done is positive or negative? Work done in this cyclic process is positive or negative? In this process, positive. In this process, work done in this process is negative. So no doubt area bounded by this triangle is greater than area bounded by this triangle. That's why the network done here, this more negative work is done, less positive work is done. That's why net work done is negative. Net, it is positive work, it is negative work. So net work done is negative. Suppose if this area is less and this area is more, net work done is positive. Net work done is positive. Okay. So in this way, in cyclic process, we can do the problems. Okay, next the free expansion. Free expansion. In this cyclic process, so we can discuss one more example. Okay, some other fun cases we will discuss. Problem is also there. Okay, next free expansion. Sixth one. Free expansion. There is also one more process. Free expansion. Free expansion. If the gas is allowed to expand into the vacuum, if the gas is allowed to expand into the vacuum, then we can say free expansion take place. Suppose here in a closed container, here suppose there is a partition. There is a partition is there. Here it is a partition. Partition is there. Okay, here it is enclosed with gas. It is enclosed with gas. And it is vacuum. Okay, when this part here initially the gas is at a pressure P, volume V, and temperature T initially. Okay, whenever this gas is allowed to expand into the vacuum, that means when you remove the partition, then this gas transferred to this vacuum now. While the gas transferred to vacuum, is there any work to be done? Is there an external work to be done against the pressure here? As it is vacuum, no atmospheric pressure is there, no any other pressure is there. That's why the gas expands into the vacuum without no work. Without doing any work, the gas expands. Without doing any external work, the gas expands. Without doing any work, the gas expands. That's why in this case, what is the external work done means zero. What is the external work done means? It is zero. Even the gas expands. Whenever the free expansion takes place, so that the volume increases from V1 to V2, what is the work done? They may ask. You should not write P into V2 minus V1 or like that. Whenever free expansion takes place, even volume increases. No external work is done. So in this process, in free expansion, work done, external work, W external is equal to 0. Okay, W external equal to 0. In this case, what about the temperature? In this case, what about the temperature? As no external work is done, dq is equal to du. Actually, dq is equal to du plus dw. No, dw is 0 in this process. Therefore, dq is equal to du. But in this process, here these all walls in which the gas is enclosed is a thermally non-conducting vessel. Thermally non-conducting vessel. Okay, when this gas is enclosed in a thermally non-conducting vessel, there is no exchange of heat energy from the surroundings to the system or system to surroundings. That's why no exchange of heat energy. So dq is equal to 0. When dq is equal to 0, du is equal to 0. That implies u is equal to constant. When u is equal to constant, temperature remains constant. That is very, very important point. Whenever the free expansion takes place, then temperature of the gas remains constant and internal energy remains constant. That is very, very important. When free expansion takes place, temperature remains constant, but pressure increases. Volume increases, so pressure decreases. That means in this, the gases obeys ideal gas, that Boyle's law. So here, as T is constant, we can write PV is equal to constant. That means Boyle's law. Here, whenever the volume increases to B2 something, whatever the total volume, because when it is open, the entire gas expands up to this one. So this total volume is the final volume. This is the initial volume. Then what is the final pressure? If you are given the initial pressure as P, that means we can write P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. That means the free expansion obeys the Boyle's law. Free expansion obeys the Boyle's law. Okay, this is the another process. Next, polytropic process. Last one is out. Different process of polytropic process is another process. already in expansion of gases, or I think kinetic theory of gases, I said that polytropic process. So next one, polytropic process. Sixth one or seventh one? Yeah, PV here, even PV are not constants. Why work done is zero means whenever the gas expands into vacuum, there is no pressure. So against the pressure, the gas need not do any work. The gas need not do any work. That's why no external work is done in this case. Okay. Seventh one. Okay. Seventh process, polytropic process. Polytropic process. In this polytropic process, there is some different relation between pressure and volume. Suppose PV to the power of some power x, say it is not PV to the power of gamma. If it is PV to the power of gamma is equal to constant, that is the adiabatic process. Or if is PV to the power of 1 is equal to constant, it means PV constant. PV constant means Boyle's law. It is not the Boyle's law. It is not the it is not any adiabatic process. Okay, it is different process. The pressure varies with volume in different way. Say in general, PV to the power of x is equal to constant. Just like PV square is equal to constant, or P by V is equal to constant. P by V formula so far we have not seen. P by V is equal to constant means P V to the power of minus 1 is equal to constant. That is the different process. That is called polytropic process. In this polytropic process, what is the suppose if you are given, if the gas changes in different way, if the state of the gas changes in different way according to the formula like this, then such process is the polytropic process. In polytropic process, suppose if the volume is V1, pressure is P1. When volume is changed to V2, what is the pressure means we can write simply P1 V1 to the power of x is equal to P2 V2 to the power of x. Like that we can write. Sometimes will be given when temperature is T1, volume is V1. Then when temperature is T2, what is the volume? We can ask like that. In such case, in any process, the gases obeys the ideal gas equation PV is equal to nRT. For given mass of gas, nR is constant. Okay, here we need relation between volume and temperature in polytropic process. Here we are given polytropic process in terms of pressure and volume. Now we need the polytropic process in volume and temperature. P should not be there. From this formula, we can write P is proportional to T by V. No? When you substitute instead of P, you substitute this one. Therefore, from 1, T means T by V into V to the power of x is equal to constant. Or T V to the power of x minus 1 is equal to constant. It is the in this polytropic process, the relation between temperature and volume is this one. Similarly, in polytropic process, what is the relation between pressure and temperature? Volume should not be there. From this formula, from as V is proportional to T by P, from this V is proportional to T by V, you substitute this V value in this equation. Therefore, from 1, P into V means T by P, whole to the power of x is equal to constant. Or we can write T to the power of 1 minus x into T to the power of x is equal to constant. It is the relation between P and T in this polytropic process. Okay, so these are common. Now, in this polytropic process, what is the formula for work done? In this polytropic process, what is the formula for work done? Suppose this constant is a small k. Then in polytropic process, as the volume is not, pressure is not constant. When volume changes, pressure also changes. That's why a small change in volume, the work done is equal to P into dV. A small change in volume, the work done is equal to P into dV. Because here, where pressure is not constant, when volume changes, pressure also changes. That's why for the small change in volume, as the pressure is constant, then small work done is equal to external work done is equal to P into dV. Therefore, total work done in this process is equal to integral dW. That is equal to integral P into dV. We can write integral P into dV. We can write. Okay, in this process, suppose the volume changes from V1 to say V2. So between V1 to V2, you do integration. Then integral P means from this formula, P is equal to K by V to the power of X now. Since P is equal to K by V to the power of X. That's why here we write, instead of P, write K by V to the power of X into dV. Okay, that is equal to V1 to V2. So therefore, that is equal to K is constant, you keep away. Then 1 by V to the power of X dx means V to the power of minus X dV. That is minus X plus 1 by minus X plus 1. It is the net work done, limits V1 to V2. Therefore, already adiabatic process work done formula derivation, same method. Okay. Then K into, first you substitute upper limit. V2 to the power of minus X plus 1. Before substituting lower limit, you put minus sign. V1 to the power of minus X plus 1 whole by X minus X plus 1. So you multiply with K now. Small k into V2 to the power of minus X plus 1 minus small k into V1 to the power of minus X plus 1 whole by minus X plus 1. That is equal to K means V to the power of X. So here as V2 is there, in terms of V2 you write, because this is equal to K now. So K is equal to, in terms of V2 you write, because here V2 is there. So P to V2 of X we can write. P to V2 to the power of X into V to the power of minus X plus 1. Minus K means P1 V1 to the power of X into V1 to the power of minus X plus 1 whole by minus X plus 1. So here V to the power of plus X, V to the power of minus X cancel, V1 to the power of plus X, V to the power of minus X cancel. Then remaining is P2 V2 minus P1 V1 by minus X plus 1. This is the formula for work done in terms of P1 V1. P2 V2. Okay. Therefore, work done is equal to P2 V2 minus P1 V1 by 1 minus X. In this process, work done is equal to this one. Suppose in this process, as the gas law obeys, P2 V2 can be written as nRT, you know, it is nRT1. Because at a pressure T1, volume V1, temperature is at T1, then P1 V1 is equal to nRT1 we can write, because PV is equal to nRT. Since PV is equal to nRT, we can write W is equal to PV means nR into T2 V2 means nRT2 minus nRT1 by 1 minus X. Therefore, work done in this process is nR of T2 minus T1 by 1 minus X. In adiabatic process, we got work done is equal to nR into T1 minus T2 by gamma minus 1 we got. Of course, here also you will get same. nR into T1 minus T2 by X minus 1 you will get. There we got gamma minus 1. Okay, here also same. So this is the formula for work done. Next, in this case, what is the molar specific heat? In this case, what is the molar specific heat? We have to find. Shall I write this one? Go. You see, in this polytrope, in any process, according to first law of thermodynamics, dq is equal to, we can write du plus dw. dq means we can write ncp dt, no? dq minus, of course, in this polytropic process, molar specific heat is said, molar specific heat in this polytropic process is capital C. Then this amount of heat energy supplied to in this polytropic process is equal to N into capital C into dt. Suppose a constant pressure means ncp dt we have to write. But here in polytropic process, this is the amount of heat energy supplied. That can be written as nc dt, which is equal to in any process, here it is dw, you know. In any process, the change in internal energy means ncv dt. Plus work done. Work done is equal to, here we got nr into T2 minus T1 by 1 minus X we got. Okay. Here NC dt is equal to N into CV means we can write R by gamma minus 1 into dt plus here we can write, okay, write minus sign. You write minus, you write x minus 1. So minus of nr into T2 minus T1 can be written as dt by x minus 1 because we have taken minus common in the denominator. Okay. So when you take minus common, we can write like this. Now, in all, ndt can be cancelled. ndt, here ndt cancelled. Therefore, molar specific heat in polytropic process. Therefore, molar specific heat in polytropic process. Most important point it is. Molar specific heat in polytropic process is capital C is equal to remaining is R by gamma minus 1 minus R by x minus 1. This formula is very, very important. In polytropic process, what is the work done means? This is the formula for work done. This is the formula for work done in polytropic process. These two formulas important. This formula is also important. Very, very important. Okay. This is the polytropic process. So with this different process are completed. Now, some problems. Some problems I will discuss. Of course, the problems may be in the book or maybe in different books. Okay, some important books, because when I discuss those problems, you will have different, you will get the different parts so that you can do the more problems in our material also. Okay, so this is the concept, theory part. Now, whatever the examples I will discuss, I will say in these concepts only, because they are also important. When you know when you know those applications, you can do some more problems. Okay. Some miscellaneous concepts, miscellaneous applications. Okay, shall I erase this one? Shall I erase that one? Come on, respond. Shall I erase? Shall I erase this one or not? Okay. Next. Already I said the air compressor. After n strokes, what is the pressure? Already I said in, I think, in expansion of gases only I said. Expansion of gas only I said. And after number of strokes n, what is the pressure of the gas in the air compressor? Already I said, I think. Pressure of the air compressor after n strokes is equal to, I think we got P naught into small v or capital V something. Okay, by v plus v whole to power of n we got, I think. So that is the, already I said, that point is also important here. Definitely they may ask that point, the problem related to that formula. Okay, next one, logarithms of readings of a pressure and volume for an ideal gas were plotted as shown in the figure. By measuring the gradient, it can be shown that the gas may be. Okay, here you see logarithmic value of volume is given taken along x-axis. Logarithmic value of pressure is taken along y-axis. It is not the PV graph. Log P versus log V graph. Okay. Here it is measured in kilopascal, and here it is measured in meter cube. It is measured in meter cube. Okay, now what is the nature of the gas? They asked. Here the graph is obtained like this. The log P versus log V graph, they got like this. Okay, so exactly at this point volume pressure is given, volume is given. At this point pressure and volumes are given. So here it is 1.1, it is 1.3 given. Okay, here it is 2.38 kilopascal. Here the value is 2.10 is given. In this way, graph is given. So what is the nature of the graph? Nature of gas they asked. Is it diatomic or polyatomic? Like that they asked. Nature of gas. Nature of gas means we have to find adiabatic constant. That is question mark. So we have to find the adiabatic constant here. To find the adiabatic constant, first you obtain the relation between pressure and volume. From this, we have to obtain the relation between pressure and volume. Here, log P versus log V graph is a straight line, means it is no doubt having positive slope or negative slope. Is this straight line graph having positive slope or negative slope? Is this straight line is having positive slope or negative slope? Negative slope. Therefore, from y is equal to minus mx plus c. No doubt it is straight line. So y is equal to minus mx plus c. Along y-axis we have taken log P. That's why log P is equal to minus. What is the slope? Slope of the graph means suppose the angle made by the straight line with horizontal axis or volume axis is theta. Then tan theta is opposite by distance. Opposite means 2.38 minus 2.10. Already we have written minus 1. Okay, 2.38 minus 2.10 by adjacent side 1.3 minus 1.1. Okay, into x. Along x-axis we have taken log v. That's why you write log v plus some constant c. Okay, when you simplify them, you will get log p is equal to minus 1.4. I think log p is equal to minus 1.4 log v plus c we will get. Okay, now here this can be written like this, no? Log p plus 1.4 log v is equal to some constant c. Okay, log p plus 1.4 log v is equal to plus c. Here log p plus log v whole to power of 1.4 we can write now is equal to c. Can we write like this or not? As multiplier here is then that can be written in the power. Okay, therefore this can be written as log pv to power of 1.4 is equal to c. We can write this summation like this, or pv to power of 1.4 can be written as we take anti-log of log pv to power of 1.4 is equal to anti-log of c. Anti-log of c means one more constant, another constant you will get. Here at the place of this one, it is just like pv to power of gamma is equal to constant. At the place of gamma we have 1.4. 1.4 means 7 by 5. 7 by 5 means what is the nature of the gas? Yeah, diatomic. So therefore the gas is diatomic. The gas is diatomic. In this way, you have to find the nature of the. We can find the nature of the gas. Okay, next. We don't think that we are not doing problems, because this is the problem. One of the problems in the material. Okay. Next, one more. Shall I erase? Shall I erase left side? Yeah, PV power x. But here it is not the different way. PV, okay, PV power of x. PV power of x is equal to constant, or x is equal to 1.4 means 7 by 5. Power 7 by 5. Here 7 by 5 means it is having definite for the definite gas. For diatomic gas, gamma is equal to 7 by 5. No? That's why it can be imagined as gamma. directly. If it is already we know the gamma values for different gases. If this number is not like that, then it is the different gas. Okay, so the process is the polytropic process. Today I will send the assignment to you. That assignment is also very, very important. Okay, second problem you see. 1 mole of an ideal monoatom gas has initial temperature T0 is made to go through a cyclic process ABCA as shown. If U denotes the internal energy relation among UA, UB, UC. So here 1 mole of gas, number of moles of the gas taken is 1 mole. In case of 1 mole of gas, initial temperature Ti is equal to small T0 given, and the state changes take place as shown in the figure. The state of the gas changes takes place according to the graph like this. PV graph is given. PV graph is given like this. Here it is given curve, not straight line. So it is A, B, C. The state changes takes place from A to B, B to C, and C to A. It is given like this. Here, the volume at this point is given as V0. Volume at this point is given as 2V0. Here, pressure is P0. And at this point, the pressure is 2P0 given. So pressures are given. At initial temperature, at initial means as the state changes occurs from point A. That's why at the point A, temperature is given as T0. Here temperature is given as T0. Okay. Now, here monoatomic gas. Here it is the monoatomic gas. Monoatomic gas means gamma is equal to 5/3. So this value is also given. Okay. Now, from A to B. From A to B process. Here they asked what is the type of the gas means type of the they asked what about the internal energy relation among UA, UB and UC. They asked UA, UB and UC they asked. Okay, from A to B process, at A and at B, as the pressure volume here are known and temperature here is known. At this point we can find the temperature now. If you know the temperature, internal energy change in internal energy when state changes occurs from A to B can be calculated. That's why temperature at this point is say TB. At this point, this is equal to TA. At this point, say TC. Okay, now we have find the temperature at this point. That is our aim. When you know the temperature, we can find the change in internal energy. Okay, that's why here from A to B, TA VA by TA according to ideal gas equation. TA VA by TA is equal to, we can write TP VB by TB. TA means TA. At this point, pressure is P0, volume V0 by temperature T0 is given, small T0. That is equal to TB VB. TB means at this point, pressure is P0. Of course, it is isobaric process, no? Because along this path, the pressure is constant. That's why we need not write this one. Simply VA by TA, VB by TA, we can write. TB we can write directly. With volume, at this point, volume is 2V0 by TB. So from this P0, we cancel. And TB is equal to 2T0. TB is equal to 2T0. So we know the temperature at A, temperature at B also. Okay, next temperature at C we had find. If you know the temperature at C, then internal energy relation we can calculate. Temperature at C, how we can find? You consider from B to C process. Here also same. Here volume is constant. At constant volume is isochloric process. In isochloric process, P is proportional to T, no? That's why PA by PC is equal to PA by TC, we can write. PA, pressure, sorry, here TB, no? TB, B to C process, no? Okay. PB means pressure at this point is P naught, and PC means pressure at this point is 2P naught given. PB, temperature at this point is already we got 2T naught. By temperature at C we have to find. Okay, P naught cancel. Therefore, TC is equal to 4T naught. TC is equal to 4T naught. This is the temperature at the point C. Okay, now what about the internal energy relation? What about the internal energy relation? Where the temperature is more, internal energy is more there. So from this formula, temperature at A is equal to T naught, temperature at B is equal to 2T naught, temperature at C is equal to 4T naught. So already we know internal energy is equal to NCV into T. Change in internal energy is equal to NCV dt. Internal energy at any point, internal energy of the gas at any point is equal to NCV dt. Where the temperature is more, as the internal energy is more there. That's why at C temperature is more. That's why TC greater than TB greater than as TC greater than TB greater than TA. Internal energy at C greater than internal energy at B greater than internal energy at A. So this is the relation. In the options, it is given that UC minus UB is equal to what? In the problem, UC minus UB. That means the difference between the internal energies at C and B they asked. UC minus UB they asked. UC minus UB. UC means here we can write NCV into temperature at C minus NCV into temperature at B. That is called NCV. You take common TC minus TB. You can write TC minus TB. Okay, now you substitute the values. N means N into CV means we can write R by gamma minus 1 into TC minus TB. Now you substitute the values. N means 1. Answer is given in terms of R only. 5. Gamma means, in this case, gamma is 5 by 3 now. So you write 5 by 3 minus 1 into TC. TC is equal to, we have 4T naught minus TB means 2T naught we got. Therefore, 3R by 2 into 2T naught. 2 to cancel. Therefore, UC minus UB. That is equal to 3RT naught. This is the change in internal energy. 3RT naught. And relation among internal energies at various states, at various points A, B, C are like this. In this way, you have to do. Okay, next. Okay, shall I rise? You have completed. Already these problems are in your notes. I kept the material now. In that thermodynamics notes, these problems are there. Okay, next. One more problem is there. That is the important problem. Yeah. It's here. Two problems are there. You have to complete these two problems now. So, it's here. Next, second, third one, I think. Third one. 1 mole of ideal monatomic gas is taken round the cyclic process ABCA as shown in figure. Okay, then What is the maximum temperature attained by the gas? Here, 1 mole of ideal gas. So N is equal to 1 and monatomic gas, gamma is equal to 5/3. These are given. Okay, taken round the cyclic process as shown in figure. Pressure is taken along y-axis and volume is taken along x-axis. And when they drawn the graph, obtain the graph like this. Obtain the graph like this. ABC process. So the state changes occurs from A to B, B to C, C to A. Whenever these arrow marks are there, then we can say the network length is positive or negative. In this graph, is the network length positive or negative? Tell me. From this graph, is the network length is positive or negative? Yeah, positive. Very good. So now here, the volumes are given at these points A and C, and pressures are given here. So at this point, volume is V0. Here, volume is 2V0. Here, pressure is P0. Here, pressure is 3P0. Here, pressure is 3P0 is given. So here, first one, what is the work done by gas in this process? Work done, net work done, gasket, net work done. Net work done in the cyclic process, gasket, net work done. W is equal to question mark. Net work done in the cyclic process means area bounded by closed curve. What is the work done in the process from B to C means the area under B to C of this pressure volume graph we have to find. B to C process lo work done enta annappudu area bounded by closed curve kaadu. B to C process ante PV graph ikkadi nunchi ikkada varaku undi. Area under this curve ante ee straight line ki volume axis madhyalo area find out cheste work done in B to C process vastundi. Kani ikkada work done in the total process. Net work done in cyclic process they asked in cyclic process. Net work done in the cyclic process means area bounded by closed curve. What is the work done in the process from A to B? What is the work done in the process from A to B? What is the work done in the process from A to B? Come on, you respond immediately. 0. Because volume is constant. When the state changes occurs along the straight line path from A to B, volume does not change. Volume at A, volume at B, all are same. That's why work done in this process. In this process, 0. In this way, in the cyclic process, along the different paths in the cyclic process, work done may be different. But the net work done by entire cyclic process is equal to area bounded by the closed curve. So in this case, area bounded by the closed curve means area bounded. It is a triangle. Area bounded by closed curve means area of the triangle. Half base. Base means this length. 2V0 minus V0. 2V0 minus V0 is the base into height. Height means this one. 3P0 minus P0 is this height. So 3P0 minus P0. Okay, therefore P0 V0 no. P0 V0 is the net work done in the cyclic process. P0 V0 is the net work done in the cyclic process. Heat rejected in the process from C to A, they asked. C to A. In C to A process, C to A process, heat rejected. C to A process, heat rejected QCA is equal to what? Or DQCA. It is the isobaric process now. It is the isobaric process. In this isobaric process, what is the heat energy rejected? They asked. In this isobaric process, what is the heat energy rejected? As in isobaric process, heat energy rejected is equal to du plus dw. We can write now. To find the change in energy when the state changes occurs from C to A, temperature at this point, temperature at this point we need. Temperature at this point is TA. Here it is TC. At this point, say TB. Then what about TA? From PV is equal to nRT. Implies T is equal to, we can write PV by nR no. So temperature at point A, TA is equal to at A, the pressure is P0, volume is V0. That's why P0 V0 by number of moles 1 into universal gas constant Kepler. That's why P0 V0 by Kepler is the temperature at A. Similarly, what is the temperature at C? Temperature at C. At C, temperature PC is equal to same formula, PC VC by N into R. PC, pressure at C, P0 on the diagram. Volume at C, V0 by number of moles 1 into universal gas constant R. Therefore, 2 P0 V0 by Kepler. This is the temperature at C. Okay, as we know the temperature at C and the temperature at A, then heat energy supplied in this process. Heat energy heat energy supplied in this process is equal to dq is equal to, we can write ncp dt or nr dt also we can write now. dq is equal to ncp dt. That can also be written as nr into dt also now. That's why as the temperatures are known, therefore dq is equal to, dq means q ca, c to a process is equal to nr into dt. Change in temperature means final temperature minus initial temperature. C to A process లో A దగ్గర ఉండే టెంపరేచర్ ఫైనల్, C దగ్గర ఉండే టెంపరేచర్ ఇనిషియల్. దట్ ఈస్ ఈక్వల్ టు QCA is equal to N means 1 into R into TA. TA means P0 V0 by R minus TC 2 P0 V0 by R. So therefore RR cancel. Therefore QCA is equal to, I think you let minus sign, minus P0 V0 minus P0 V0. NCP dt. PdV is equal to NR dt. NR into TA minus TC. So P0 minus P0 V0 we are getting. Is this formula is correct or not? At constant, no, here the process is not NCP dt. Pressure is constant. Okay, sorry, here pressure is constant. We can write like this. In this process, work done is equal to NR dt, no, not heat energy. PdV is equal to NR dt, we can write. That is not work done. Here they ask for the heat energy supplied. That's why from C to A process, heat energy supplied is equal to, as the pressure is constant, we can write NCP dt. That is equal to NCP, because at constant pressure heat energy supplied. Work done is equal to PdV or NR dt, we can write. Yeah. Here work done formula is PdV, that is equal to NR dt, not this one. Heat energy supplied at constant pressure is equal to NCP dt. That means NCP into, okay, CP also you write the value CP, because gamma is given. As gamma is given, NCP means gamma R by gamma minus 1 into change in temperature. In the process from C to E, final temperature is this one, initial temperature is this one. That's why TA minus TC. So therefore, that is equal to 1 into gamma means 5 by 3 into R by 5 by 3 minus 1 into TA means, TA is P0 V0 by R, TC means 2 P0 V0 by R. Therefore, when you simplify them, you will get QCA is equal to minus 5 by 2 P0 V0 minus 5 by 2 P0 V0. So minus sign represents heat energy is lost. అంటే సిస్టమ్ హీట్ energy అబ్జార్బ్ చేసుకుంటే పాజిటివ్, లాస్ అయితే అంటే సరౌండింగ్స్ కి ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ చేసేస్తే మైనస్. దట్స్ వై heat lost or heat rejected is, therefore heat rejected in C to A process is 5 by 2 P0 V0. Minus sign represents heat lost or heat rejected. As we reject, we mentioned the rejected, heat rejected mentioned. That's why you should not write minus sign. 5 by 2 P0 V0. It is the heat rejected in the process from C to A. Okay, next, heat absorbed in the process from A to B. Heat absorbed in A to B process is QAB. So what is the heat energy absorbed in the process from A to B? Is from A to B process, what is the type of process from A to B? Isothermal or isochoric or isobaric? Tell me from A to B. Here from C to A means it is isobaric. Okay, from A to B it is the isochoric or isovolumic. In isovolumic process, heat energy is absorbed or supplied is equal to QAB is equal to NCV dt. No, that is equal to NCV into dt means as the process takes place from A to B, at this point the temperature is final. That's why TB minus TA is the change in temperature. TA we know, N into CV means R by gamma minus 1 no, into TB minus TA. So if we know the temperature at B, already temperature at A already we got, temperature at B we had to find. In this process, as it is isochoric process, pressure is directly proportional to temperature. A constant volume, pressure is directly proportional to temperature. No, that's why Charles' second law, pressure is directly proportional to temperature in this process. So PA by PB is equal to, we can write PA by PB. From this formula, PA means P naught, by PB means 3P naught, PA means P naught V naught by R by TB. So TB we had to find. Okay, from that TB is equal to, what is the value you'll get? TB is equal to P naught cancel. Okay. 3P naught. TA means P naught. Okay. P naught can cancel. So TB is equal to P naught cancel. TB is equal to P naught V naught. 3P naught V naught by R. No. TB is equal to 3P naught V naught by R. 3P naught V naught by R you'll get. This is TB value. Okay. Then in this isochoric process, what is the heat energy supplied or heat energy rejected? We had to find. So Q A to B process is equal to, as it is the at constant volume as it occurs, at constant volume whatever the heat energy supplied, that is equal to change in internal energy only, that is equal to NCV dt. NCV dt. That is equal to N into CV means R by gamma minus 1. Of course, I wrote the formula there. No? Gamma minus 1 into TB minus TA. Now you substitute everything. Instead of N1, gamma 5 by 3, TB TA already we know. You substitute here. After simplification, whatever the value you will get, I will write 3P naught V naught. Plus value వస్తుంది. So from A to B process, as positive heat energy is there, heat energy is supplied to the system, or heat energy is absorbed by the system. That's why heat absorbed by the system or heat supplied to the system from the surroundings is equal to this 3P naught P naught. Heat absorbed in the process from P to C. Heat absorbed in the process from P to C. We have to find, that is important. From this formula, from this problem, in our material, we can solve 6-7 problems, because each and every case we will asked in different problems. Okay. Okay, C is over, case C is over, case D. Heat absorbed in the process BC. Heat absorbed. Absorbed or rejected, we have to check. Heat absorbed in B to C process. BC process means B to C process. QBC. So BC process, in the BC process, neither pressure nor volume constant. Pressure volume constant లేనప్పుడు temperature కూడా constant ఉండదు. కాబట్టి ఈ ప్రాసెస్ లో మనకి టెంపరేచర్స్ తెలుసు కాబట్టి చేంజ్ ఇన్ ఇంటర్నల్ ఎనర్జీ కనుక్కోవచ్చా? In the process from B to C, change in internal energy DUBC is equal to, ఎందుకంటే ఇక్కడ వర్క్ డన్ క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయొచ్చు, బికాజ్ ఏరియా అండర్ ది గ్రాఫ్ తీసుకుంటే వర్క్ డన్ కదా, వర్క్ డన్ తెలుసు, చేంజ్ ఇన్ ఇంటర్నల్ ఎనర్జీ తెలుసు, అప్పుడు హీట్ ఎనర్జీ సపరేట్ క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయొచ్చు కదా. కాబట్టి చేంజ్ ఇన్ ఇంటర్నల్ ఎనర్జీ వి హావ్ టు ఫైండ్ ఇన్ ద ప్రాసెస్ ఫ్రమ్ B to C. చేంజ్ ఇన్ ఇంటర్నల్ ఎనర్జీ ఇన్ ద ప్రాసెస్ ఫ్రమ్ B to C అంటే చేంజ్ ఇన్ ఇంటర్నల్ ఎనర్జీ ఎప్పుడు కూడా NCV dt నే కదా, NCV dt. dT ante final temperature minus initial temperature. Change in internal energy, a process and whatever the process, change in internal energy means NCV dt, that is the change in internal energy in any process. Okay, this is equal to ఇక్కడ కాన్స్టెంట్ వాల్యూమ్ అనే కాదు, చేంజ్ ఇన్ ఇంటర్నల్ ఎనర్జీ అన్నప్పుడు ఇనిషియల్ పాయింట్ ఫైనల్ పాయింట్స్ తెలుసు కాబట్టి టెంపరేచర్స్, దేర్ఫోర్ NCV dt is the change in internal energy in any process, whatever the process may be. N means okay, N into CV means R by gamma minus 1 into TC minus TB. Now we substitute the data. I think TC, TB all are known. N is 1, gamma is known. If you simplify them, I will write directly the value du Bc is equal to 2 P naught V naught. You will get 2 P naught V naught. In this process from B to C, what is the work done? Work done in the process from B to C is equal to area under the graph. Area under graph. So what is the area under the graph? Area under the graph means, you see here, this is the B to C graph. B to C graph ki దీనికి మధ్య area అంటే it is just like a trapezium. Area of the trapezium is half into sum of the lengths of two parallel sides. అంటే ఇది, this is P naught, this is 3 P naught. That's why P naught plus 3 P naught is the sum of the lengths of parallel sides into perpendicular distance between the two parallel sides means this one. E parallel side మధ్య perpendicular distance అంటే 2 V naught minus V naught. 2 V naught minus V naught. Therefore, 2 P naught V naught, 2 P naught into V naught. It is the work done in the process from B to C. Therefore, heat energy supplied in the process from B to C is equal to QBC is equal to change in internal energy in the process from B to C plus work done in the process from B to C. Okay, this is, of course, we can write dq also, no problem. DUBC. DUBC means this only, no? Plus only 2 P naught V naught plus here 2 P naught V naught. Therefore, heat energy is equal to, in the BC process, heat energy absorbed or rejected is equal to 4 P naught V naught. మనకు వచ్చింది పాజిటివ్ సైన్ కాబట్టి, పాజిటివ్ సైన్ అంటే హీట్ ఎనర్జీ is absorbed in the process from B to C. So B to C process లో heat energy absorbed is equal to, what is the value we got? B to C process. Change in internal energy నెగటివ్ పాజిటివ్ అండి మనకు వచ్చేది. చేంజ్ ఇన్ ఇంటర్నల్ ఎనర్జీ నెగటివ్ వస్తుందండి, సారీ. చేంజ్ ఇన్ ఇంటర్నల్ ఎనర్జీ ఇన్ ద ప్రాసెస్ ఫ్రమ్ B to C మనం అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే -3/2 P naught V naught వస్తుందండి, సారీ, it is not 2 P naught V naught. Change in internal energy in the process from B to C, ఈ వాల్యూస్ కనుక సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేసి సింప్లిఫై చేస్తే మనకు వచ్చే వాల్యూ -3/2 P naught V naught వస్తుంది. ఆ వాల్యూస్ ఇక్కడ సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేయండి. Change in internal energy -3/2 P naught V naught and work done 2 P naught V naught. That is equal to P naught V naught by 2 na, P naught V naught by 2. Therefore, positive వచ్చింది కాబట్టి heat absorbed or heat taken by the system from the surroundings. Heat absorbed is equal to P naught V naught by 2 in the process from B to C. Okay, this is another point. Next, E. What is the maximum temperature in this process? What is the maximum temperature in this process? Maximum temperature attained by the gas during the cyclic process. In this entire cyclic process, what is the maximum temperature attained by the gas? That is important. Okay, here you see temperature at point A. We got temperature at A. Temperature at A is for P naught V naught by R. We got P naught V naught by R. Temperature at B, we got temperature at B is 3 P naught V naught by R. Already I derived now 3 P naught V naught by R. Temperature at C. Temperature at C is 2 P naught V naught by R. 2 P naught V naught by R. These are the temperatures we got. Okay, here, what is the maximum temperature they asked? in option D, E, maximum temperature they asked. In cyclic process, Tmax is equal to question mark. It is very, very important problem. Previously asked in advance. Most important problem. Yes. In cyclic process where the temperature is maximum. Of course, by this method, we cannot say directly as TV is more, temperature here is maximum. We should not say like that. Because there are different points here. There are different points. No doubt here, as long as the at constant volume when pressure increase, temperature definitely increase. That's why definitely compared with here, TB is more. At any point here, TB is only maximum. This along this path. Along this path, as the at constant pressure, as volume decrease, temperature decrease. That's why TC is more in this path. So in this path, TB is more. In this path, TC is less. Okay. When you move in this direction, is temperature linearly decrease? No, it is not the any isobaric process or isochloric process. It is different process. That's why which temperature here? What is the maximum temperature in this process? Actually, here in the cyclic process, change in enthalpy is 0. In cyclic process, change in enthalpy is 0. And moreover, from the gas equation, PV is equal to nRT. nR is constant. PV is directly proportional to temperature. No, PV means area under the graph. Area under the graph is directly proportional to temperature. You see, here area under this graph is less compared with the area under this graph. That's why temperature in this path is less than the temperature in this path. Here no work is done. That's why temperature is minimum only. But along this path, as the area under the graph is more, temperature must be more in this path only. First, we have to check roughly like that. Along in which graph, area under which graph, area under which graph is more, in that path, the temperature will be maximum. So, E path temperature maximum. Is TV is maximum or in any path here, in between these two, this temperature is maximum. We have to check. So, as it is area. As area under BC, B2C graph is more, T is maximum in that path. That may be equal to B. That may be equal to B because TC is less than B, TB. That's why that may be equal to B or may not be maximum in that path. Okay, that's why in order to find the maximum temperature in this path, we had to find the first we had to write the equation for this straight line. Suppose the angle made by this straight line with horizontal axis say theta. Then y is equal to, is this straight line is having positive slope or negative slope? Tell me. Is this straight line is having positive slope or negative slope? Come on, pick. Negative slope. That's why y is called minus mx plus c. So y means p is equal to minus m means slope. Tell me. Opposite by tan theta. Slope is tan theta. Tan theta is called opposite. Opposite means 3p0 minus p0. 3p0 minus p0 by adjacent 2v0 minus p0 plus c. Therefore, p is equal to minus 2p0 by p0 plus c. So this is the pressure in terms of volume. This is the pressure in terms of volume. Okay, now by conditions we can find C on BC line when volume is V0. Here we take volume is V0 at this point, temperature is TB. When volume is V is equal to V0, here we have to write mx. Mx means V, no? When volume is V0, next what is the pressure? At volume V0 at this point B, on this line at this point B, when volume is V0, pressure is 3p0. Pressure is 3p0. When you substitute here, then you will get C is equal to, after simplification, you will get C is equal to 5p0. Therefore, P is equal to minus 2p0 V0 by V0 into V plus 5p0. Plus 5p0. Okay, now from PV is equal to nRT because we need the relation between only P and P because they asked what is the maximum temperature in between P and T or in between V and T we need the relation. This is a equation 1.